You kidding me? You want to come back tonight?
Huh?
I don't think that's a good idea, Harry.
Look, that house is the only reason we started working this block in the first place. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it. We'll come back about 9 o'clock.
Dogs are scared of the dark.
You're afraid of the dark too, Mark. You know you.
I need to sit there. Can you? They need me for this part of the video. You gotta scooch. He doesn't want to scooch. They're waiting for a video. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, and I said that if we get to 10,000 subscribers, I would post this video. Well, we're only like 45 away, so I may as well post it, but I can't post it because I can't film it because you're sitting in my spot. There we go. He's all wet too. I just bathed him. I just picked him up from doggy daycare. He's like warm and wet. Feels kind of gross. And he's pooped. He is pooped out. First off, I know we're not there yet, but thank you for 10,000 subscribers. Right now, as I'm filming this, it's like 9,956, so we should be there in a day. It's just amazing that we have such a tight-knit Cane Corso community here, and I'm loving it. I'm loving all the comments. Let me know down below what you guys think of that footage that you just saw of Bruce against the wet bandits, guarding the house with nobody home. If you guys haven't seen the first video, Cane Corso defends against home invasion, I suggest you pause this video and go watch that one, and then come back to this one, and then we will continue on. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, ring my ding-a-ling so you don't miss any of the newest videos on Cane Corsos or Bruce Wayne. Oh, link in the description for this awesome Corso Bruce Wayne shirt. Bruce Wayne, you look sexy AF on this shirt. Sexy AF. So the reason I did this video was basically because of the last video. There's a lot of comments saying, oh, if somebody came into the house and nobody's home, the dog would run, the dog would be scared. I'm not saying the dog wasn't scared. And disclaimer, I'm not a dog trainer, nor have I ever done any protection work with a dog before. I just love my Cane Corso Bruce Wayne. So in the first video, I'll quickly recap it. My wife was on the couch with the dog. I was in the other room in the office. I put on a Jason Voorhees mask, Friday the 13th style, and it's kind of funny because it's Friday the 13th today. Snuck out the office window, backtracked around the house where the dog couldn't see me, went up to the window with a shovel, caused a ruckus, see what he would do. So, there's a lot of comments saying if the dog was home alone, the dog would run, the dog would be scared, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm like, let's find out. So what I did was I wanted to leave my Cane Corso Bruce Wayne home alone. So I set up 2 cameras. I left the house. He saw me leave. He heard the garage door go up. He heard it close. He saw me drive down the road. And I gave it about 20 minutes. Then I came back and I parked down the street where he wouldn't be able to see me. Then I snuck up to the house and basically did the same exact thing. Bruce Wayne's never been trained in protection work or guard work. So in the first video, you will see him basically tight against my wife. His butt and my wife backs up, the dog backs up, my wife goes forward, the dog goes forward. But at all times, he was very, very close to my wife. Kind of like where he wanted to be touching her. Was it an insecurity thing? Was he not knowing what to do? Was he trying to protect her? Probably all of the above. So this time you see what happens when Bruce is home alone. The wet bandits come over. They're not getting in. unless they're crazy. So what I did was I ran up and down the window, swinging the shovel at him, banging against the window, banging against the side of the house, and he pretty much, for the most part, stayed his ground. I kept it short. I was maybe doing it for 15, 20 seconds, and then I ran off. And when I run off, you'll see Bruce run around, and you'll hear him barking. He's running over. He's running to the back door. He's running to the front door or the garage door to see what's going on. You can hear him barking. Then he scoots back around here. He starts barking again, looking everywhere. And what I did is I probably gave it about another 10 minutes before I actually came in the house. Through the whole time, he just kept randomly barking. Maybe every 10 seconds he was letting out a bark, kind of confused what's going on. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. I'm not trying to do any educational stuff here other than showing how an untrained Cane Corso will react if somebody comes up to the house, at least mine. They're a very protective dog, but not in an attack dog type of manner. When I'm in public with him, he's definitely not aggressive or he's gonna go rip someone's head off, hopefully. But you can always tell he's on alert when me and my wife are at the gym, especially if we separate. If I'm next to him and my wife's across the way, he's like, where's mommy, where's mommy? And vice versa, if I go somewhere and my wife's by him, or if we both split up and leave him, his head's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just trying to keep an eye on us. And that's just kind of their instincts. They feel like they need to protect, they need to watch over us. And I feel like that's what he did here. He knows this is his property. He saw someone come up onto his property that shouldn't be there, that looked different, that looked strange. He's never seen it before. And he did what he was supposed to do. He scared them off. It's interesting because if any other cars besides my neighbor's cars go up and down their driveway, he will bark. If any people walk up and down my neighbor's driveway, both of them, he will bark. He won't bark at my neighbors, but any stranger walks up and down, he will definitely bark at them. So it's just kind of interesting to see the natural instincts of a Cane Corso that hasn't been trained in protection work at all. I've done a lot of obedience training with him, which is why you always see a perfect puppy when we're in public and everything like that. Also, if you guys want to check out some great training courses, link in the description. I teamed up with Will from the Canine Show. He trains, his style of training is exactly like I trained Bruce Wayne. Like, exactly. It's insane. And that's why we had to team up, because we are so much on the same page. So, highly recommend checking out those courses. If you want to save 10%, use code Jason at checkout. That's my spiel for that. That's about all I got. That's all I got. I got a tired dog who I just bathed, and he's laying on me wet still. Any dog trainers out there, I'd love for you to compare the first video I did when it was Bruce and my wife versus this one when Bruce was home alone. I just like a comparison from a trained person. I'm not a trained person. I can't do a trained comparison if I'm not a trained person. So Bruce Wayne and I will see you guys later.